unapologetical about everything we do here moving forward, okay? Life is too short, man. That's one thing I've learned over the 34 years of living this badass life here on planet Earth is that it's short, that it goes fast. And if you don't stop and slow down a little bit, you might miss it. So, without further ado, please welcome Elle to the stage. What up, y'all? It's me. I'm going to host my own show. I'm going to turn the music off. And I'm going to hope that my audio and my video is good. I'm going to put these here sunglasses on my head. And hi. Hello. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Feels a little weird talking to a camera, just trying to talk to you, but anywho, I guess I'm going to try to keep these episodes short, sweet, and centered around a topic. Today's topic is our first episode, which is just getting to know me a little bit. I'm not going to get too crazy in depth and detail, though, because some of my life experiences are going to be episodes, because we're going to need the whole episode to talk about that shit. Okay? So I'm going to give you like the rough outline kind of me. How about that? And then we'll get into all the other extra good stuff later. I'm going to have to get like a ding arm or something for this so I don't have to hold it, because I have to like hold it and I want to cross my legs. I'm in my shop right now and I'm barefoot. So yeah. Okay, so as I said, I'm in my shop right now. So my name is Elle, as I said. This is the unapologetic. My mouth and unapologetic. I'm unapologetically trying to figure out how to say unapologetical. And I just need to say unapologetical. You know what I mean? Like, it's so unapologetical. Like, I'm just unapologetical. Like, I'm unapologetically living my best life. Okay. That's what it is, queen. And that's what we're going to stay with. And that's what we're going to slay with. Okay. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. I really hope that I can nail this one, because I don't want to take this episode over again and have to re-record it, because that would suck. I'm not going to think too much about it. I'm just going to go with it and hope that you guys like my crazy voices that I can do. I'm like Robin Williams a little bit. Like, there's like a little bit of Robin Williams soul, I think, in me somehow. And I'm not sure why. And I'm not sure how, but I like it. Anywho, I'm 34. I ain't getting any younger over here, okay? I have 2 kids. I own a hair salon. I have done hair for like 23 years or something crazy. I started when I was 13 years old. Yeah. My parents got divorced and I was like stealing and boosting cars. We'll get into that on another episode, okay? And my mom got me a summer job working at a hair salon. And that summer changed my life for sure, and definitely set me on the course of my career path without ever even knowing it. And let's see, the reason why we even had to like move and do all that too was like I cost my family like a bunch of money, because yeah, like, oh gosh, I got some crazy stories to tell you guys. Like, I'm not going to have enough time on this particular podcast, I don't think, but I have some crazy stories to tell you guys. Okay, so long story short, my dad was the stage producer for a band for 17 years, and my mom bought pieces of land and turned them into campgrounds long before anybody thought like glamping or camping was cool. She was definitely like the entrepreneur, real estate investment opportunist person, kind of hippie. My dad was like the rock and roller vibe, laid back, funny, easy go lucky. And my childhood consisted of traveling. Pretty much, we've lived in 47 states and 3 countries or something crazy. I was born in California, but we had moved since then. Like the first time we moved, it was into Oklahoma, and we started several RV parks there. And then we moved up to Montana and started RV parks. Vegas, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina. We've been everywhere. So then all that traveling takes place. We move around a lot, and I go to school here and there. I've also been homeschooled a little bit here and there, but I go to public schools. I even auditioned to go into like an actual like theater academy because I loved hair and makeup and doing like backstage prep work for like big productions and stuff. Like I liked kind of what my dad did, I guess, like that backstage tech world work I liked. And I was always really intrigued by it and knew I wanted to do something in film editing, filmmaking, something with a camera, something with audio tech equipment. I knew that's what I wanted to do. But I also knew that I liked hair and makeup and like I liked that world. But when I was a young girl, I seriously never felt pretty. I had a gap in between my two front teeth. I was a little chunky. I had freckles. I just wasn't what you would consider like, I guess, pretty in my mind. But my mom thought I was beautiful, of course, and she told me I was beautiful. And my family thought I was pretty, but it was like, I didn't hear that from my peers. I didn't get asked out by boys, and I didn't get hit on by guys or girls for that matter, really. So I kind of assumed that like my family was just giving me a bunch of shit. So I figured I was ugly as sin or SpongeBob at least. And, so I just kind of went through life like that, I guess. Um, and so I never really wanted to be like the main person in front of the camera necessarily, but I always liked kind of like the backstage theater production work. But the makeup and hair world is ruled and dominated by beauty queens. And these fucking girls are Satan's children. They are the meanest, cuntiest, bitchiest, narcissistic motherfuckers you have ever met. And they are nasty to be around. So you have to pick very wisely in this industry, like who you want to be friends with and who you like, because some of them are a bunch of backstabbing cunts and bitches. Excuse my language. Sorry, actually, I'll beep that out. But seriously, I have mad respect for a lot of people in my industry, but there's also a lot of people in my industry who were very mean to me in my young career stages growing up. And you know what? Fuck them. I'm the one who owns a badass salon now that's worth over six figures. I mean, I must be doing something right. That's all I'm saying. I'm a badass, successful entrepreneur over here. And you know what it is? Consistency. Consistency is key. Being cringe is key a little bit. Like you do cringe, quote unquote. Being just yourself, basically, apparently is cringe, but just being yourself and just being, whatever. Um, I've totally lost my train of thought on what I'm fucking talking about. I'm talking about myself. I'm telling you guys about my family. Telling you guys that I had brothers and I'm the youngest and I'm the toughest and they always picked on me. So I had to be, kind of the tomboy. I wasn't necessarily like the cheerleader in school, but I was kind of the techie nerd. And then kind of go into college and kind of find myself a little bit more. I'm still traveling. I spent some time in Canada, which I'll get into in another podcast episode. I'm kind of trying to keep this one short and simple because I've retaken this episode several times and I didn't like how like the overlay was or like the sound quality was. So I'm just kind of trying to keep this short and simple and to the point and just kind of wrap me up in a nutshell of listen, at the end of the day, I can sit here and give you a bunch of titles that I'm a business beauty badass, that I'm an entrepreneur, that I'm a mom, that I'm a this, that I'm now a spicy content creator, even that I do all these things. But at the end of the day, that's not who I am. I am here today because I want to help people. I feel like by sharing our stories, we all find this relatability and this common ground amongst each other. And that helps us because it tells us that we are doing something right, that we're connecting with we're doing the same thing that everybody else, we're having the same experience. Okay, so that's a good thing. I'm not alone. I'm not alone in the experience. You know, and I guess that's really why I'm here because at the end of the day, the last couple of years, I've been going through a divorce and it has financially destroyed me. It almost destroyed my business. It almost destroyed me as just a human being. And without the ability to have this community that I'm forming, I wouldn't still be here and it wouldn't still be here. And that is a beautiful thing. And I want to give back to that community in any way, shape, and form that I can. And we're going to do it somehow, some way, whether that's interviews with people or advice or dating, relationships, sex, money. You talk about it. You want to know about it. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk real talk about it. So, um, yeah, without further ado, that's kind of all I have to say. I right now currently live in Arizona. I own a shop here and I have recently asked ChatGPT for a little help on the front of like side hustles, and it has directed me in the direction of OnlyFans. I didn't really know what that was at first, but I recognize now that it's not a cooking channel or like a place for me to do hair techniques. It's spicy content, basically. Um, so I've started doing that as well. And like I said, that has really helped afford me the ability to keep the shop going as well as continuing to run the shop on a daily. The shop is picking up. That's been good. Marketing's been better. Like I'm just getting better at doing these things. And I've always wanted to have a podcast to kind of share how I set these things up and how I do these things anyways, I guess, because people do want to know. So yeah, I don't know. I'd like to do these weekly. I would like to have kind of a topic of conversation going on in each one and keep them short and sweet and to the point so that they don't take up too much of your day and too much of your bandwidth and leave you with some good food for thought. So, without further ado, I'm going to call it a night. It's late here and I'm going to try to air these on Wednesday and we will go from there. I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just the fact that you're even here and you're listening to me right now is a huge deal. Like, hello. Radio waves coming through your radio waves. Me coming through your radio waves, dude. I can see myself on the camera over here and I can see you through there and you're beautiful and you're doing your thing and I'm doing my thing and we're going to fucking rock this shit. This next year is going to be way better for all of us, okay? Just going to put it out there in the universe that this year is definitely going to be better for every single one of us. Yeah. I have some really funny stories to tell you guys too. Oh my gosh, so many good things. Like we could talk about like what should we talk about? The next episode, we could talk more about me. If you guys like have a topic that you hear me say about something and you're like, "Oh, elaborate on that or talk more about that," then let me know. Or we could talk about like funny conversations with clients. What are my first experiences with spicy content creation and OnlyFans? Um how it is being a single mom entrepreneur, business, beauty secrets, like men or women. You got some questions on the beauty secrets, tip or tricks, so I could do some episodes there. I feel like I could go and like the possibilities are absolutely endless. So we're gonna have so much fun with this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I am so excited. So yeah, let's do it. I mean, do I end it with music or like what do I do? I'm just gonna toodles.